have we not learned anything from 9/11? Like, this is crazy, man. And on the news, I'm watching the news like, oh yeah, CNN. What is he talking about? They're not shipping in migrants on planes. 6 months later, yeah, they are doing it. Because I was like, this is crazy. Tim Walz he need to be underneath the jail. Like Keith Ellison, all these people, all these Somalians, all this criminality and fraud, do the math. 80,000 per person. And that's just the start. So why does Tim Walz don't release criminals from the jail? Why don't he do it? These are illegals. He should release them to the ICE agents.
He's going to release them into the public.
Yeah, to the public. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But
riddle me this: why is it that why is it that the Democrats never take accountability? Like, do they think that they're not responsible for any of this? That's my question to you. Like,
oh yeah, I mean,
parts of the delusion, just like 20 million illegals just didn't appear because Trump showed up right now. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm gonna tell you this secret. What's gonna come out next is gonna blow your mind, and the next it's gonna come out. So you think the Somali stuff was crazy? These NGOs and these charity organizations, they was all at the border. Guess what? They was in freaking Mexico too. They was in Mexico recruiting people from Mexico to go across the border because they tapped me on the shoulder and they try to recruit me. And that's where I was like, what filthy rich? Just go back and look at these videos and other people who was reporting the situation.
You know what we should do is just take all of North America and all of South America.
Yeah,
we don't need to deport anybody.
Oh, let me tell you the other thing too. What's happening in Mexico, right? All these buses, because they mainly go by bus, right? All these hotels. I was in Monterrey. They was getting crazy amount of money, booking all these trips to go to the border. It was getting paid. Everybody was getting paid off of us. It was crazy.
Human trafficking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's $1 billion industry. But no, a better solution is we just round up all of the illegals and send them to Minnesota.
No, you put them on fucking planes, you send them to Alcatraz Island, and then you deport them to either supermax prisons or other countries, and you get them the fuck out of America as soon as possible with vigilance and force and strength.
I mean, we are buying Greenland. I mean, maybe that is part of the whole spiel.
The Greenland.
What's that? Yeah, maybe we can just go to Greenland soon.
Maybe spray water on them when they get to Greenland.
I mean, just for me, it's just a lack of we didn't do any of the stuff that you guys are talking about. There's no illegals here. There's no sanctuary city here. It's just this whole head fake, don't look over here.
It's a conspiracy, Matt.
There's no responsibility. What's that, Wallace?
No, it's a total conspiracy. It has to be. I mean, none of this makes any sense, and it's so there's so much there and so much on the table. Like, to think it all happened on accident is retarded.
It's all by design. But yeah, like I was telling you,
man, is that you got Americans fighting for, some of these people are poor. Some of these people down here, man, like in Mexico, they come from families who got money, they already have 20 acres of land, 100 acres of land, got a nice house, 4 stories rooftop. And I'm like, why are you fighting for people who have more than you? And you're fighting for people who actually own shit. You even play for the okie doke. I mean, it was Chinese people coming across the border with Gucci shoes on. I mean, this is just nuts, man. It's crazy.
Look at my PTR. The Democrats are trying to flip the Congress by putting out disinformation. The guy's a freak show. He's another trans. And they're putting out fake news. And they're all acting like he's this nice, innocent guy. And the fact of the matter is they're all putting out fake news information. Every politician including the guy that I'm running against, and every Democrat are backpedaling and saying we have to fully research this, investigate this, prosecute. This is wrong. This is murder. And the guy's a fucking clown. We live in clown world. All our politicians are clown world, clown people. They're all lying. And a lot of these fucking people who are the complain gang, they're not even from this fucking country. We are completely ruled by fucking clowns in this piece of shit clown world.
Hey, real quick, Matt, can you hear me? If you can hear me, I wanted to speak. Mother left, but Mother was all worried about training it. So if your sheriff is right-wing, ran crazy, he can go out and he can deputize whoever he wants with no training, and they would be deputized sheriffs in the county to enforce law. So I just wanted to point that out. Nicholas is gone, or Mother, but just for all you people out there, I bet Jarl probably says the same fucking stupid argument. Yeah, the local sheriff can deputize any citizen in the county, and we can enforce law. Like the Rough Riders, you know? You guys should go watch the Young Guns. It's good.
Come on up, Jarl. We need a whipping boy.
Well,
Pass up, everybody.
I did have some questions to ask him, right, Beaver? So maybe you want to throw back because.
Yeah, I was kidding about whipping boy. Just throw him up.
Yeah.
And you know, Republicans. Can I just say that Republicans and the Attorney General absolutely has to have state prosecutors to prosecute election fraud. These ballots, these election databases are completely fugazi. There's hundreds of thousands of people that don't even exist that are on all these county voter rolls. The Democrats win by deception, fraud, manipulation, Dominion voting systems, the results they send to the state board elections. Lawyers have to get involved on the Republican Party. If they don't, they will lose everything March 17th. It'll be over. And they have to get aggressive and practice lawfare. And they should fire Pam Bondi and put in a military jag war fighter.
300 phones, dude. You can do it all by yourself.
No, I can't do anything by myself. And I will tell you how I feel about Marshall Reagan. I think it's ridiculous that he gets special protective cover on this app, that when I criticize him, I get muted and kicked. Fuck Marshall Reagan. He's a fake Republican. Yes, he's a fucking produce picker on farms and he knocks on doors. I know he's nothing special, but fuck Marshall Reagan.
You
Hey, you better be careful. He'll pick your history there, and you better be careful.
He admitted to a felony. John, I didn't know if you knew that.
I think I've heard of.
You hear about that, Matt?
I called that shit right out.
What's that?
Yeah, Marshall admitted to a felony on stage. I was like, this fucking idiot, bro. I couldn't even believe it. I mean,
What was his
that's what
felony?
we're dealing with on this. That I just don't give it much credence because here Marshall's supposed to be this. Do you know how many doors you knock on? I knock on doors, so that means I know more about politics than you do.
Farms in the off season.
Low IQ, bro.
Unbelievable. I never thought I would hear that day that Marshall admitted to a felony on this app.
What was he found guilty of? What was he prosecuted for?
What was it? Going over the border or something? Oh no, it was the worker thing earlier, right?
No, they having guns, smoking pot with guns in the wilderness or some shit.
Yeah, So I'll give you the story. Okay, so he goes in to tell this story, and it was largely framed as how you should act when you interact with a police officer. And you shouldn't fight with the police officers, right? That's ultimately like his anecdotal story was all about. So then he reveals that he was on his own private property when the police confronted him, and people asked him why, and he said, "Well, I was smoking pot, and I got a ticket for smoking pot." And they're like, "Well, why'd you get a ticket?" He goes, "Well, because when they started to do their investigation, I had 10 firearms on me." And right away, I'm like, down in the chat, I'm like, 10 firearms? Having a firearm and possession of marijuana at the exact same time is a felony for U.S. state code. Well, he goes on and says, "Well, I just got a ticket for it." Well, yeah, because in the state of Texas, it's just a misdemeanor. But that police officer did him a service literally privilege. I mean, here he is, and you know how they are on the left. They're like, well, it's because you have your white privilege. Literally admitting to having privilege of not being charged with a federal felony because due to U.S. Civil Code, you cannot possess marijuana and a gun at the same time. So he literally did get let off on an easy state charge. And on top of that, one more thing. I said what a dumbass this guy was because prescription has not ran. If prescription has not ran on that, he didn't give us a time frame. Let's say he did it last year, right? This occurred last year. He could still be charged with the federal offense. Even though he had the state crime charged on him, they could still come back and charge him for it. Now, if I was like really ruthless, but I have a life, and I actually do shit, and I'm not really going to go ruin the guy's life. But maybe if someone out there that does not have a life is listening right now, feel free to ruin Marshall's because he should, face the consequences for admitting a felony on social media.
Don't give me ideas, then, you motherfucker.
Oh, I already reported him to the FBI, Secretary Noam, because today he said that ICE agents are Gestapo SS Nazis, and he also says he wants to arrest ICE Barbie Noam. So Marshall Rankin is a fucking door knocker and a potato picker. I mean, but that's Clown House. You can get away with being, the dumbest person in the world. And look how he's glorified for it in Patty and First Lady's room. He is welcomed among them because he is the ultimate cuck. He's viewed as non-threatening. He really is just a soy boy. That's what he is.
He'll be farming full time. What's crazy about saying ICE agents that's so disrespectful for the people who served in World War II. Like, would Hitler give people plane tickets and some food to leave the country? What are we talking about? My grandfather served in World War II. We don't have any people effing died. It was like 50 million people died in World War II. These people are not going to the gas.
My grandfather killed hell of the Nazis. It was great.
But they ordered 800 some. They ordered 800 something guillotines like 10 years ago.
Oh, he got it with extra blades.
Man, what are you doing?
So Nathan, you're saying that calling them Nazis is the worst thing in the world. That's what you're implying.
It's crazy to call.
I'm just saying, you don't think that what went on back then is not going to happen now, especially with certain times. Have you ever heard of Operation Paperclip, Nathan?
So here's what happened.
Operation Paperclip?
Gotcha. So here's what happened. He literally locked up his opposition. That's what Hitler did. Does that sound familiar? Locking up the opposition? Okay, it's gonna sound like projecting. So they put him in jail, right? And then he got the Gestapo and put him in internment camps. Like, are we really about to say that people are rounding up immigrants, giving them plane tickets and feeding them and taking them back home and make sure they get back to their home country safely and properly? And we have videos of them going back home from their home country and saying, yeah, man, I had to ride in America. I got caught. Now I'm back home and their family's crying. Oh, welcome back. What the fuck are we talking about, man? It's so effing stupid for I don't care if you're on the left or the right. It's dumb and insane. And it's dangerous.
But isn't the president saying the exact same things? I mean, he's bringing a certain level of draconian authoritarian. Nathan, what is wrong with you, bro? He's joking about locking certain people up. What are you talking about?
Real quick, Ray.
That's the reason why people make those comparisons, Nathan. We literally saw this fool, a guy that was part of his cabinet. What's his name? Elon Musk throw the Nazi salute, Nathan. I mean,
Oh my God!
and then you're gonna sit up here and say it's the Roman salute, dude.
You really want to
Trump is the
He's giving people $3,000 a ticket now to leave the country. What are you talking about?
Something about this country.
Hitler did not pay anybody to leave. Hitler didn't pay people to leave. Man, I know what kind of weird history. Have you watched any type of Hitler documentary?
Yes, I have. I watched them.
So now you're just lying. Now you're lying. Now you're full of shit.
What you gonna say? It's the Roman salute. Same moment with Caesar Augustus and Mark Antony, all these crazy people.
Crazy. Guess what? Canada has immigration enforcement. Mexico really has immigration enforcement. You think that shit is funny?
Riabia, do you deserve America or does America deserve you? Riabia, you're just a complainer, Riabia. You're not a leader. You're not a patriot. You're just a punk, dude.
Being a patriot is idolatry.
Every country has immigration enforcement.
So
Every country has immigration enforcement.
We should get back to the guillotine, Riabba. Why did they get extra blades? Why did they order so many boxes of extra blades for those guillotines?
let's see, to execute the people of the United States, maybe.
Do you think it's for all the treasonous leftists? You think it's for all the treasonous leftists?
Oh, it's for it's for
swing it back on the pendulum and hit the conservatives. Which one? Who's gonna get them?
Man, this guy
It's crazy.
What you smoking on, man? God.
What am I smoking on? I mean,
brought it up. I've been watching.
No, I brought it up. No, the reason why I was bringing that up as a talking point to say that this country, they've been wanting to do all this. I mean, listen, when 9/11 happened, that contrived little demolition that they did to blame it on some brown men in a cave, right? Think of this. A lot of the right, you know what the right did? They willingly, just like they're willingly now accepting what ICE is doing, they willingly accepted the Patriot Act when what's old dude's name? George W. Bush signed that into the legislation. The Patriot Act, to go up against anybody that they deem to be a terrorist in this country, a domestic terrorist. So, this is something you can go look up, Nathan. Like, what do you mean?
These terrorists. You know what? The terrorists.
My point is say that it's asinine to say that what Trump is doing right now.
Al Qaeda and caves don't call themselves brown. You do realize?
Yeah, Nathan. We're the mass destruction, bro. Until Team 6 or whatever.
No, the American government, the American terrorists call them brown people, but they themselves call themselves Muslims. That's what the Patriot Act was. That's what the Patriot Act was created for. The Patriot Act was created to attack colored people.
Oh yeah. And it was also created for.
Don't even stop it, bro.
It's what the facts are. Start telling you.
It was created for
you got caught up in
domestic terrorism. If you're somebody that's
when you got caught up in this homosexuality, which is far worse.
And you're a truth teller, they're gonna sit up here and lynch you as
got caught up with homosexuality, that's far worse.
So if you sit up here and say that the Twin Towers, you know, based off of people who were witnessing this situation firsthand, say that there were bombings happening beneath, you know, the Twin Towers, and that there was that, you know, it doesn't make sense to fly that plane flying to the two towers and it just collapsed in the way that it collapsed. Like physics doesn't even make sense. The physics behind it doesn't even make sense. So what I'm saying is that if they're able to put that in law, in legislation, then that means that they can turn on you whenever they feel like doing it. If they deem you to be a threat to the government based off of what they deem to be a threat,
it wasn't long enough for us to forget that they lied about weapons of mass destruction just to kill innocent million colored people.
Gotcha. So you scared about getting caught with your plots. That's what I'm saying.
Explained it really well too. I heard that.
Well, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Nathan.
Americans got to go with their bottom line and killing innocent people.
A lot of the truth tellers, they were putting out a lot of pertinent information. I noticed that a lot of their websites and channels got hit hard, and especially on YouTube, a lot of them dudes got hit hard because he said we got to get rid of these conspiracy theorists, right? And that's what they did.
Terrorists.com.
You know what I'm saying?
Follow that.
And they label these particular people.
America are the terrorists, my friend. It's the American government, the CIA. They're the terrorists.
So Al-Qaeda is our friend.
Excuse me. David, maybe you need to pick up some of the FBI, CIA about to show you that it was America who created ISIS.
Oh, shit.
Why don't you pick that up and read that, you idiots?
I already know.
It was America who created Al-Qaeda.
Catch up.
They're the ones who funded Osama bin Laden. They're the ones who gave them the money and the weapons.
Who was that kind of fighting? Resistance? Were they fighting us? Were they fighting? Start with the R. Start with the Soviet.
No. America popped them up. They were trying to invade Afghanistan, and the Muslims were fighting against them. But it doesn't change the fact that America funded them.
Now they ungrateful. This is crazy. Yeah, I need to learn history.
You need to learn real history, not this white colonizer history. That's the problem with you black slaves.
Dude, you was actually in jail for.
Wait, breaking news, Sig. Since there's a new video.
New video out. Let's see if you'll post it. Oh, here he comes again.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I just put it at the link in the video. Yeah, dude, the ICE agents were yelling, "Where's the gun? Where's the gun?" And the way they're going to assess this is, at the time, would a reasonable person perceive a threat? And if they're asking after they shot up, "Where's the gun? Where's the gun?" They had no clue that gun was gone, so they were still under the premise that he was still armed. So yeah, they're clear on this, man. Yeah, they're going to be clear on that.
That wouldn't make no sense. If they don't know where the gun, why would they say the gun if they don't know where there's a gun?
Because the ICE agent disarmed him if they weren't aware that.
How would they know that if they don't know where the gun is?
Can I answer you? Let me answer the question, or are you gonna answer it for me? Because I'll wait for you.
Let them
Answer the question. How are they gonna say where's the gun? Where's the gun? But they didn't know there was a gun. Now answer that, please. Yeah, I'd love to know.
So yeah, they knew he had a gun on him. That's why the ICE agent was able to disarm him. But amongst the commotion, they didn't realize he was disarmed at the time. So they were assuming he was still armed. So at that point, they are assuming he is still a threat and he is resisting arrest. It's clear as day. Watch that video. Everything slowed down. Everything stabilized, bro. You can see it clear as day. So at that point is what would a reasonable person do at that time? And they were still under the assumption because after he was shot, they're yelling, "Where's the gun? Where's the gun?" So they're still assuming that the weapon is within his vicinity. So they're clear, bro. They're clear that.
No, they're not clear. You know why? Because it's irrelevant. First of all, he wasn't resisting arrest. That's your interpretation. He wasn't resisting
Okay,
arrest.
well, watch that video. It's
I did watch it a million times.
He popped up on his knees several times. That's resisting, sir.
No, that's not resisting. That is not the definition of resisting. No, it is.
Okay, all right.
Because number one, there's ice and snow on the floor. He was slipping. He was trying to catch his balance. Resisting would be if he was trying to get away from the officer, or that he had no knowledge. Because once again, he stepped in the middle of the officer trying to detain the woman. He sprayed the woman. Once he got sprayed, he can't even see what's going on. He was blinded, and then he got tackled, and he fell on his knees. When the officer grabs his gun while they're beating the shit out of him, how do the other officers know that he even has a gun or the officer took the gun? They don't know.
That's why they yelled gun, gun, gun.
They didn't yell shit gun.
Okay, so.
Okay.
You're making that part up. There's no order saying gun, gun, gun.
Stop it. Say there's 5 officers. They're all up on this guy trying to get him corralled. One officer happens to see a gun. He yells, "Gun, gun, gun." That doesn't mean the other 4 officers in that moment saw the gun. So they're basing it on him saying gun. Okay, then this guy takes the gun away 2 seconds later.
There's no audio where he's saying gun, gun, gun.
Y'all haven't seen the latest video. He discharged the weapon.
The guy who took the gun, okay, accidentally discharged the weapon. That's what caused everybody to say gun, gun, gun. It was the ICE agent who shot the gun on accident. That's the reason why they shot him.
Those three camera angles looked like, once again, I mean, the dude took the gun from him.
He took the gun from him, and on accident, he shot the weapon on the ground. Okay, that's when everybody else go. No, that's not a theory. That's not a theory. You can see it. It's on video.
It just dropped or something. Wait a minute. We confirmed that the gun was taken from his holster, right? We can confirm that. We all agree on that, right? Now the next question is: did the gun discharge by itself, or right?
Matt, in that video up top, that the only shot you heard was a shot that the agent fired. So there's no proof that the purpose weapon was discharged. There's no proof of that at all. There's one shot in that video above that you hear, and that was the ICE agent shooting.
No, the ICE agent took his weapon and accidentally shot it down at the ground.
Where's your proof of that? Because the video
it's not a theory. There's a video.
I've seen them all. I've seen all the videos.
I just seen the video, and the guy, the victim, whatever you want to call him, he was reaching for his, supposedly weapons that used to be there, but they don't know if he was trying to take out another weapon. But it's clear from what I can see, and he slowed it down in the video, that he did he was on his knees, and he reached for the holster area, and he was reaching, right?
Yes,
so that caused intentions, right? It put the intentions on the person. Say, hey, if officer, are you fighting with the cops? Why are you reaching to the area where you're at? What was your intention? Do you have another gun? Do you have a knife? Whatever. So I mean, this is a hard one. I mean, the guy was obviously not up to any good, in my opinion.
Ollie, you're trying to say something? Go for it.
Yeah, that's the part, Nathan, and I'm still very disturbed by the whole thing, but I will say, when I saw that part that you just described, I did change my tune a little, because I think that footage, that will definitely support the shooting, unfortunately. Now, going backwards in time, I still think the way the ICE agents were behaving was fucking not cool. I mean, shoving the ladies, I'm sorry, I'm not okay with that.
Y'all must